everyone, welcome back to biology. We are getting ready to begin with lesson number 4, types of cells. So, you have heard me mention this many times before. There are many different types of cells. Now today we're going to learn about 2 specific types and what differentiates them. Okay? So, the 2 types of cells that we are going to be learning about today are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Okay? So remember, have your pencils and paper ready to write down your notes. Again, keywords are going to appear on the screen, and I want you guys to pause it whenever you need to make sure you have everything in. So, let's begin. First up, we have prokaryotic cells. Now, prokaryotic cells are cells that lack a nucleus. So what did we say a nucleus was? It was kind of what acted like the brain of the cell. It is what controls the cell's activities. So that's something to keep in mind. Not all cells have nucleus. Now, eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are cells that have a nucleus. So in this case, we're kind of dividing the types of cells there are into 2 categories. Prokaryotic, the ones that don't have a nucleus, and eukaryotic, that do have a nucleus. Okay? Makes sense? Now, I'm going to give you a brief example of what a prokaryotic is. A prokaryotic cell is. So, an example of a prokaryotic cell is bacteria. Bacteria is a living organism. It's made out of cells, but its cells lack a nucleus. So it means it doesn't have any nucleuses. Now, eukaryotic cells, for example, are cells that you find in both plants and animal cells. Now remember, who did we say discovered that plants have cells? Matthias Schleiden. And who was his partner? Well, not his partner, but who also discovered that animals are made out of cells? Theodor Schwann. So, knowing that, they both discovered that they are made out of cells, but they're not made out of the same type of cells. So, for example, plant cells have a cell wall. Now, what's a cell wall? It's also another one of our keywords. A cell wall is a rigid structure that surrounds the cell membrane of plant cells. So besides the cell membrane, which is the one that acts like a doorway for what goes in and out of the cell, it also has a, what did I say it was called? A cell wall. So around that, it has even more protection. And something else is chloroplast. Now, chloroplast is an organelle also found only in a plant cell, meaning it's found in a plant cell in which light energy is changed into chemical energy. So what kind of organelle did we talk about last class that transformed the nutrients into energy? The mitochondria. So plant cells have a special type of something like a mitochondria that is called a chloroplast. But it's only found in plant cells, not in animal cells. So to finish off this lesson, I want to touch base on something very quickly. Specialized cells. Now, all cells are not alike. In both plants and animal cells, cells become specialized to do certain jobs. So the cells are the way they are because they perform specific jobs. So that's why they are different in both plants and animals. So that's just something I wanted to touch base on very quickly. At the end of this video, I'm going to insert a diagram that I want you to include into your notes. It is about cell functions on plants and humans. All right? So it's going to be a couple comparisons, and I want you guys to include that in your notes. If you have any questions or concerns about today's lesson, please make sure you email me. I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day.